It's not.
All right, folks, what I'm going to show you how to do here today is to mount a tractor tire. This is the fully mounted tire. This is going to be our end product. And this is the issue I have at hand here. This rim is way too loose for the tire. Okay, on both sides it's way too loose. You can't use the valve and you can't put air in it right now because it just blows out the side. I originally had tires that were dry rotted. As you can see, I've already removed the other tires from the rim and put the new tires on. That was kind of a difficult task. You're gonna have to break the bead on the original tires. Again, very difficult task. These tires were on this rim for about 10 years and it was sealed like cement. One way to do it, if you're fortunate enough to have a vehicle lift at home, is to take a 2x4 or a piece of wood, lower the lift down, and basically press the tire like this using the force of the lift, and it will break the bead. You can do it once on this side, once on this side, it will pop right out, and then you remove the tire from the rim, put the new tires on. But the issue with these tractor tires is that it's super loose, right? You can see all that space right there, all the way around on both sides. That seems to be more common with these tractor tires. On the rear, my front tires had no issues like that. I was able to put them on, mount them on the rim, and fill them right up with air, and they were tight enough that the bead, I was able to seat the bead without any additional work. With these, it's been a major problem. I brought them to a tire place that had an auto machine to seal the bead and fill it, and they weren't able to do it because, again, it was just too loose and too small of a tire. I've filled as you've probably seen on other YouTube videos, you can fill them with ether and light the ether on fire and basically blow the tire up around the rim. But again, in this situation, it's way too loose. So I did that multiple times, and the explosion of the ether, the air, and the flames just basically popped right out the side, so it didn't work. So what I'm going to show you how to do today is a combination of using ratchet straps and ether or lighter fluid, which is starter fluid, which is essentially the same thing. So a combination of those two will correct this problem that I'm having. And if you're savvy and you're a homeowner that wants to save a little money, you can do this on your own at home rather than pay somebody $10–15 a tire to do it for you. So basically the first thing you need to do is take these straps. You want to put 2 of them around. I have kind of a thick strap here, but you just need regular, ratchet straps will work. So you put it around. It's going to take me a minute or two here, but bear with me. Get it kind of taut, and then do a crank or two to get it in place. Basically put it right around the edge like this, right on the edge, crank it a little bit, do a second one. In this case I got 2, one big one, one small one, but it does the same purpose. You want the fasteners to be on opposite sides of each other because that pressure point kind of crushes the tire, and if you do them on the same, it just doesn't work as good. So I'm going to put the second one down here. Same thing, attach it, pull up the slack. I want them pretty even on both sides. And bear with me and you'll see what this is going to do, right? So once I start to put them down a little bit, that side, do it evenly. I'm essentially crushing the tire to fit around the rim. So look at that. Now I don't have that space anymore. Okay, so the tire is essentially almost seated on the bead. Need to do this side a little more. Crushing it down. Right, so it's there. It's almost there. It's not going to be tight enough that I can just take my air hose and put air in this. It's still going to seep out the side. So the next step I'm going to do is loosen this back up, fill this with starter fluid, and make that, ignite that flame, and it's essentially going to, make an explosion, blow up, and this is what's going to happen. It's going to seat itself, secure the bead, and then you fill it with air. Okay, you can stop it now. I gotta finish. All right, so I have the straps ready. I loosened up the strap on one side because I need to provide myself with space to be able to spray the starter fluid in the rim. All right, you're gonna need your air hose ready and your compressor. So have that ready and filled up. Your starter fluid, of course, your safety equipment. It's optional, but recommended. So I'm gonna wear glasses, goggles, earmuffs, and I have a towel here because you're gonna have some flames, and then obviously you need some kind of match or something and some gloves. So next step is to fill ether inside the tire here. You don't need a ridiculous amount, but you need enough to make the explosion happen. Okay, tighten this strap up again to get it as close to sealing as you can. Okay, same thing. Tighten that one a little more. Take your starter fluid, spray a little more here, make a trail. Get your matches ready. Back up. Light it up.
You ready?
There you go, see it? Come on over. Put some air in it right away because it's going to start to lose air. All right, your straps are really tight now. You got to be careful when you take these off. There's your tire, it's seated. Go ahead and take your straps off, but be careful because they're tight. They're going to slap off really quick. As an example. One's off. Okay. Keep putting air in it because it's not totally filled yet. All right, there you have it.
Your perfect tire.
Sealed tire. All right.
Alrighty.
So,